Hello, good morning students. I am Kanti sir for mathematics in 10th English medium. We already solved most of sum from exercise of textbook and we are in lesson number 3. Okay, just one sum from exercise I just want to explain here, that is exercise 3.5. Exercise 3.5, question number 2. Okay, actually that method is cross multiplication method, but we just solve remaining sums where method is not important, that condition is important. Okay, now I again remind you, whatever our condition for a consistent line or inconsistent line, means intersecting line or coincident line or parallel line. We already gone through that in exercise 3.2. Okay, I again write that if A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. Okay, that suggests that lines are intersecting. Otherwise, I can show there is a one solution only. Okay, one solution only. If line intersect each other, then there is a one solution only. Now number 2, if A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2, they are coincident line. Coincident line means overlapping lines, one over other. So I can say there are infinitely many solutions. Okay. So infinite numbers of solutions. Infinite numbers of solutions. Okay. Otherwise, third, if first two ratios are equal, but third one is not equal, they are parallel lines. Okay. And we can see here no solution. Okay. Or null set. So, can I write no solution here? So, today only I written bracket extra, otherwise we already gone through all these in previous lectures. Okay. This is just meaning, nothing is new. Intersecting lines means one solution. If one line over others, then so many intersection points, so infinite number of solutions. If lines are parallel, they never intersect, means no solution. You understand? So, nothing is new today. Only we talk in different language only, and these two are consistent. These two are consistent. Why? Because they give solution, whether one or many, that is not important, but solution we obtain. Okay, this is inconsistent. Okay, inconsistent. Okay, so everything is involved here. Okay, whatever you want to know, everything is here. Just understand. In whatever language they talk, that way you have to give answer. Okay, now here they are not asking us to say how many solutions are there. That is given, but something is missing there. Something is missing there. Either one or two coefficients are missing. Mostly one. So that missing coefficient we have to find. So now look at question number 2. First, seconds first. What they are telling? 2x plus 3y equal to 7. Okay. And a minus bx plus a plus by equal to 3a plus b minus 2. Okay. So these two equations are given, a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. No need to shift every time here. You can set it there also. No problem. Ratio remains same only. Okay. So what is the condition given? For which values of a and b, two variables are missing here, does the following pair of linear equation have an infinite numbers of solutions? Infinite numbers of solutions. Okay. Means both lines are equal, coincident lines. So we have to apply this criteria here. So can I write here 2 upon a minus b is equal to 3 upon a plus b, while coefficient of x are a, but this is a1 then a2, b1 then b2, c1 then c2, c2. Not confused that whether we shift at left side. In earlier practice we shifted at left side, but there was only one, so we shifted. If not shifted, then also that remains same only, because both become minus. So after all it becomes plus 1. Okay. Now you have to solve this one so that you can get a and b. For getting two variables, we should have two linear equations. Okay, because two equations are there. So at a time you can compare any two ratios. At a time we cannot compare three ratios. So either if I compare first and second, then I will get something equation. If I compare first and third, or second and third, three comparisons are possible. A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2, otherwise B1 upon B2 equal to C1 upon C2, otherwise A1 upon A2 equal to C1 upon B2. Okay, compare any two ratios. Suppose I want to compare this one. Okay, so I again write it. This is our main condition. Now out of this condition, we have to get two equations. And after getting both equations, we have to find both variables. Okay, and just do that. So 2a plus 2b cross multiply is equal to 3a minus 3b. Okay. So now what happens? Just shift that side because a is greater than, no problem. So it becomes either otherwise shift it here, 2a plus 2b minus 3a plus 3b equal to 0. Okay. We always write equation so that variable comes at left side and number at right side. So it becomes minus a, 2a minus 3a minus 1a plus 5b equal to 0. We got one equation. So far we practice solution of many equations. Okay. So one equation. Now either compare this with this, otherwise first with third. Suppose I compare second and third. Okay. So again write down 3a plus b equal to 7, 3a plus b minus 2. Again cross multiply 9a plus 3b minus 6. Okay, 9a plus 3b minus 6 is equal to 7a plus 7. Now shift them here. So 9a plus 3b minus 7a minus 7b equal to 6. 6 go there, so become plus 9a minus 7a 2a. 3 minus 7 minus 4 equal to 6. Equation number 2. Now you have to solve these equations and get answer, means solutions a and b. Okay, value of a and b. Now they are asking us to solve by cross multiplication method, but so for time being we are not doing cross multiplication method, so you can select either substitution or elimination method. So solution part is in homework. Okay, so solution in homework. How to solve you know. Okay, you know very well. If you make it twice, then here minus 2a opted 2a is already here, so you can solve it very easily. Okay, again I just revise it very fast. These two equations given. What is the condition? Condition I have not written here. Just read your textbook. They have given that find value of a and b. For linear pair of equation have an infinite number of solutions. So this is the condition of infinite numbers of solutions. Okay. So I just compare accordingly. A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2, C1 upon C2. I compare first and second. Okay. Then cross multiply. So 2a plus 2b, 3a minus 3b. That comes here both. So minus a plus 5a equal to 0. Now second and third. Otherwise if you want you can compare first and third also. But any two comparison are needed for two equations. Okay. So again 9a 3b minus 6 is equal to 7a plus 7b. That's shifted here also. So 9 minus 7 2 and 3 minus 7 minus 4 6 go there, so plus 6. Now just you have to solve. Preferably by elimination method. Okay, it is most convenient method. Okay. So you just solve it. Now look at number 2.
What is given there? For which value of k will the following pair of linear equation have no solution?
No solution. No solution is this. Right? Look here. Okay. So our condition is different here, and equations are also different. So second 3x plus y equal to 1. 2k minus 1 x plus k minus 1 y equal to 2k plus 1. Okay.
One variable only missing here, not two variable missing. Okay. K1.
3x plus y equal to 1, 2k minus 1x, k minus 1y, and 2k plus 1 again. Write down first of all condition. Condition is applicable this one. Why? No solution given. In previous one, infinite number of solutions. Okay. So I just write that condition. A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2. You can write here. There is a no solution, therefore this. Okay. No solution of given pair of linear equation. Okay. Now you are able to write this type of statement. Okay. Is not equal to C1 upon C2. So write down all values. 3 upon 2k minus 1 plus 1 upon k minus 1. Okay. A1 3. A2 this, B1 1, B2 k minus 1, C1 1, C2 2k plus 1. Okay, but equal to, not equal to. Okay, now just compare first and second, because not equality is meaningless. Okay, k should not be, what should not be? There are thousands of answers. We know what should be k. What is the value of k? They are not asking us in a reverse value what the value of k is not. Okay, I can say out of 100 marks your passing marks are 35. Passing marks are 35. If anyone asks you what is the mark of failing marks for fail in exam, what is the mark there? So maybe 34, 33, 32, 1, 2, 3, 5, any maybe. So lots of answers, but we want here what should be here, what should not be. Okay, so that is not needed. So just compare first and second. So again write them out of many ratio. If you want to compare particular two, then write it again. Okay, cross multiply. So 3k minus 3, 2k minus 1. And be careful at cross multiplication. 3 should be multiplied to both ones. Many students make mistake here. They multiply first term by 3 and 1 remain 1 only. That is wrong. Okay, here also. So now just k here, so 3k minus 2k is equal to minus 1 plus 3. Okay, 3 go there, 2k comes here. So it becomes k equal to 2. Okay, over. Because one variable is missing, so directly we get. In previous one, two variables were missing, so we got two equation and then solution was negated. Sorry, elimination solution of particular method. Particular method solution was also needed in previous ones, but now, okay. So these are new and two examples are also given of these types. Okay. Now we go one by one. Some, not all, but few examples. Okay. So I am giving you that numbers of example that you have to write in your tab. You have to write that examples in your tab, not remaining ones. Okay, if they are included in worksheet, no problem, but extra, if not included in worksheet, then you have to write it compulsory. Okay, I hope most of are already covered in worksheet. Just be verified. So example number 11, 13, 15, 16, 19. 15 and 16 are of this type only. Just like that we done today. Okay.
Now first of all look at example number 11. Okay, example number 11 at page number 54 from textbook, page number 54. Look there and read it. It is not difficult but slightly different, quite different, because there is given some separate different ways. The ratio of income of two persons is 9:7. And the ratio of their expenditure is 4:3. If each of them manage to save rupees 2000 per month, find their monthly incomes. So here you know many times you are given these types of ratio. I just remind you, whenever you are in standard 9, at that time you were given these types of question. Angle A is to angle B is to angle C equal to 3:2:1. Okay. So what to do? At that time you used to suppose that way. Let angle A equal to 3ax, angle B equal to 2ax, angle C equal to, I am now talking extra. Okay. That is of standard 9. Then you know sum of all three angles is 180. Okay, so you will use to do these types of practice. After getting x, you will get angle A, angle B, and angle C, all everything. Okay. Same way, here also, whenever ratio is given at that time, we have to apply some variable there. Because 3:2:1 is nothing. Measurement of A is not 3, measurement of B is not 2, measurement of C is not 1. That is the relation between angle, that this one, second one is twice than third, first one is thrice than third. So that way, that gives relation, not value. Okay, you understand? So here also we have to suppose any variable. Okay, so x is nothing, but you can apply x to both numerical digits so that it becomes meaningful. Okay, so we suppose here expenditure 9x and 7x. So we apply here x. I just remove that. So write down, suppose example 11. Their income. The first one is given incomes. Their incomes are whatever ratio 9 and 7, so 9x and 7x respectively. X is nothing, but after applying x, this becomes meaningful. Okay, what is x? Nothing. That is just, let's say, about both incomes. Okay, now same way, and suppose their expenditure are, now apply y, because it is different. It is given in 4:3, are 4y and 3y respectively. Respectively means you know first person, second person. Okay. Now you know what is the balance or saving. Saving is nothing but income minus expenditure. Income minus expenditure, common sense. That is called saving. Okay. So you just write down first statement. Till I need first persons having saving 2000, second one also. Okay. So write down both persons save rupees 2000. Monthly they save 2000 rupees. So first of all, this is first person's income. This is first person's expense. Second person's income. Second person's expense. Okay. So can I write 9x minus 4y equal to 2000? Equation number 1. Why? First person's income minus first person's expenditure is equal to first person's savings. Okay. Same way, 7x minus 3y
equal to also 2000. Okay,
So these are the two equations. Now how to solve? They want to solve by elimination method. You know what is the elimination method. Okay, we just ourselves try to solve it. Okay. Okay, they solve differently. We just solve as our practice. Okay.
now what we were doing at that time, whenever we were solving two equations
By substitution method. Okay, that is our method.
means our way to solve it, we used to subject any one variable from any one equation. Okay, suppose I want to make subject here this one. Okay, otherwise make 3 because smallest number I want to get here. So can I write here 7x minus 2000 equal to 3y, means 7x minus 2000 upon 3 equal to y, equation number 1. Okay, you can subject x from here, otherwise y from here, otherwise x from here, otherwise y from here. Anyway, 4 ways are there. Method is same. 4 ways you are having. You just select which subject to be which variable to be subjected. Okay, I just select minimum coefficient. Now use that one here. So whenever y is given, write down that. So 9x minus 2 in place of y, write down that by equation 1. So it is 7x minus 2000 upon 3. Okay, here you can give reason using 1. Okay, now no cancellation possible here. So for removing 3 from the denominator, can I multiply whole equation by 3? Yes. Okay, so that denominator removes. So whole equation by 3. So what happens here? 27. Here if you want to multiply by 3, then 3 and 3 will be cancelled out. So whatever left, only numerator. That is our purpose, to remove 3 from denominator. That's why we multiply whole equation by 3. Now it becomes 6000. Okay, so whole equation is multiplied by 3. Where 3 gone here, actually 3 is cancelled out. Okay, so it is 27x minus 28x plus minus minus plus 2 4 are 8000 equal to 6000. Okay, it becomes minus x plus 8000 equal to 6000. It is our practice, we never set variable, but whenever that variable itself is negative, at that time we set variable itself. So I just set it here, and that 6000 comes here. Okay, so it becomes 2000. Okay, so x is 2000. Now use that one. Okay, you write here only. So using 1, y equal to 7x minus 2000 upon 3. Okay, but instead of x, write down 2000. So it becomes 14,000 minus 2000 upon 3. So it becomes 12,000 upon 3. So it becomes 4,000. Okay, but they are not answer. X and y are nothing. You have to give whatever asked. Then, okay, find their monthly incomes. Monthly income is asked. So monthly incomes, you have to use, actually x, y is not needed. Okay, that is not needed. Why? Because in incomes only x is there. So if you find y, no problem, but that is not needed. By using x only you can say. Okay, and luck by chance I only subjected y here so that I remove y and call x first of all. Otherwise, if you get y first of all, you can get x also. But after all, you should have x. Okay, so incomes are how much? 7 into
sorry, first of all 9 into 2000, so it is 18,000, and 7 into 2000, 14,000. Okay, so these are incomes. Expenditure is not asked. Okay, so you just understand that. Okay, I just remove this one because expenditure is not asked, so no need of y at all. Okay, so in this sense it is new. X and y are supposed, but that are not any independent things. Okay, because ratio is given, so we apply here x and here y. So x and y are nothing, but after applying x and y, this becomes income and this becomes expenditure. Now what is saving? Saving is nothing but an income minus expense. So this is 2000 equal forward. Now according to our methods, substitution method, what we are doing, subject any one equation, subject any one variable from any one equation. Okay, so and after getting that equation, using second equation. Okay, so we got x, y is not needed, so we just place x in both income. Okay, whatever is supposed to. So this is equation example number 11. Now look at example number 30. Here 2-digit numbers are given. We already solved these types of sum. Okay, earlier. At that time, we suppose tens digit x, unit digit y, so that number becomes 10x plus y. Okay, we already discussed these all things in related sums. Okay, so here also according to that method only, just suppose. What to suppose? Digits, not numbers. Okay, so suppose tens digit is x. Okay, now it is 30. And unit digit is y. So that number means original number. Okay, because after some times we will be getting new number after reversing the digits. But now only that is original number. How to get number? By adding less value of both digits. Less value of x is 10x and less value of y is y, so it is unit. Therefore, new number means you understand what is the mean by new number. Number obtained by reversing the digits. It will be obviously 10y plus x. Okay, so this line remains same only every time. Whenever it is the case related to these steps. Okay, now what they are getting? First of all, the sum of 2-digit number and the new number obtained by reversing the digit is 66. Mean sum of both number is 66, not sum of both digit is 68. Okay, so write down sum of the given number or original number and new number is 66. Okay, new number means how obtained, that is everything is described here, no need to describe here by us. Okay, sum of both numbers, original and new, both is 66. So 10x plus y plus 10y plus x equal to 66. Okay, now just simplify it. 11x plus 11y equal to 66. Now it is reducing, divisible by 11. Equation number 1. In next statement, whatever given, if the digit of this number differ by 2, mean difference of that digits is 2. So difference of digits is how much? 2. And we assume here x greater than y. Okay, because that we have to clarify. So x minus y equal to 2. So we got equation number 2. Okay. Now whatever they are, now just solve it. So very easily you can solve it. X plus y equal to 6, x minus y equal to 2, y cancel out very easily. 2x equal to 8, x equal to 4. Okay. Either now use 1 or 2. So using 1, x plus y
equal to 6. So y equal to 2. Okay. Now, it is not clear which number is greater or less. Even here no difference of original or new number is given, sum is given. So sum may be done anywhere. Okay. So here two numbers can be possible, either 42 or 24. So you have to give answer, two answers. Okay. So that number is, therefore number is 10x plus y equal to 10, 4 plus 2, 40 plus 2, 42. Write down this way, not directly 42. Okay. Otherwise it may be 10y plus x also. Why? It is new number for us, but maybe that, maybe y is greater. Okay, that is not clarified. Okay. So or number equal to 10y plus x. So 10 into 2 plus 4. So 20 plus 4, 20. Okay, so two answers may be possible. Why? There was only this number, but we can suppose by reverse way also. Reverse way means, different way means, in that y will be greater than. So case will be different because there y minus x equal to 2. So here two equations may be possible. X minus y equal to 2, otherwise y minus x equal to 2. This remains x plus y or y plus x same only. But here two possibility remains. So accordingly, two answers can be possible. Okay. So we write directly reverse number first. Okay. So that is the sum, example number 13. Okay. So today only one sum I have given in homework. Now 15 and 16 in homework. Example 15 and 16 you can do it. Okay. Just like that one. Unique solutions, what should not be there. And in second one, infinitely many. Okay. So 15 and 16 example also in homework. And one sum earlier I have given you. Okay. That also, total 3 sums in homework. Okay. Thank you.